Well, like the title says, April 2019 Indian Artifact Show. That's all this video's for, is an advertisement for it. This is where it's going to be at, Tuscumbia, Missouri. Same place we had it last year. The Riverside Park, River Road, HH, off of Highway 52. River Road and HH are basically the same road. And they're right off of Highway 52, and Tuscumbia is not very big. Real easy to find it. Actually, this Riverside Park shows right up on Google if you put Tuscumbia. And this year, we're going to have it Saturday, April 27th. We're hoping the weather's going to be real good that weekend. Like always, there's awards for Best of Show, Best Personal Find, and Award of Excellence. And for anybody that's interested in a table, which this year we're going to be able to do over 40 tables, or at least 40 to 41, maybe more, or we still have to do a final measurement and everything. And setup time for displayers is always between 7 and 8. Open to the public is always 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Though, it would be my suggestion, always show up no later than at least 1 o'clock. Because we give the awards at 1:30, 2 o'clock, and sometimes right at 2 o'clock, a lot of the displayers are ready to pack up and go, because they're arrowhead hunters. Plus, you got to remember, they've been there since 7, so most artifact hunters, 7-8 hours, they're ready to go. Now, if you are interested in a table, this is the number you can call right here, and the secretary will answer and take your information down. And then, of course, again, it's sponsored by these guys right here, those crazy rock hunters. And that's the building we had it in last year. And we had to cram like 21 other people in there, tables-wise, for 21 other displayers besides, including me and Richard. And this year we had thought about doing a split level, but I really don't like how you separate people like that. And then, see, another thing about the spring show, this will be the 3rd year of putting it together, where it all used to be done actually by Dave Covington, but it was like 5 years ago. And they had some family issues, and his daughter was sick, so he wasn't able to do the spring show, and they just cut it out. And then they would just have the August show, which I always do video the August show too. So we got the river right down there. But the spring show is always more my favorite show, because we get more people that are, personal collectors, more personal collection finds than as compared to the August show, where it's a lot of vendors and a lot of dealers. That's like our show. We don't want market dealers and auction vendors and stuff like that at all. We want people with personal collections. I mean, now, grant you, a lot of people buy arrowheads, but if you're buying arrowheads and you're buying them from your friends and you know where they come from, that's fine. We don't care about that at all. That's perfectly acceptable, especially having them mixed in with your own personal finds. That part's okay. But the reason for having it on April 27th this year is usually that's really good weather. So this is what we're going to do this year. Like Hook always says, him and I, we're barrier breakers. And I've never known an artifact show to actually be outside. Now, of course, this is an ice cover building, and if for any reason the weather's going to be bad, we'll have this all plasticed off except the entryways, which it has 3 entryways. One here, one down there in the middle, and then over there. But praying for a perfect weather, whether it's 75, 70, 80. I mean, we're usually pretty warm here by the end of April. I've usually shaved my beard off by the middle of April because I'm sweating, and that's usually when it has to go. And then in here, we'll do like we did up there in the building where all the outside tables will actually, that's the nice thing about this fence all the way around. We can put these tables up against the fence and the chairs at each end, and then we'll have the rows running in the center where people will actually sit like right behind their stuff. And then like the floor, we'll pressure wash the floor off 2 days before, and then I'll ribbon all these entryways off where all the kids can't come in here riding their bicycles and stuff. And then like in here, we won't allow smoking, just like on the inside of that building over there, or like most any artifact show you go to. That way people just aren't blowing smoke in everybody's face or whatever, you know. Like me, if I have my artifact set up in this corner, I can go set right here, you know what I mean, when I want to have a cigarette. Otherwise I'll be out here, you know, in the mix with everybody. So that's the deal for the show. We hope you come. And again, this year we already have 24, 25 tables taken, and there's only a couple of people that's only taken 2 tables so far. A lot of people are just 1 table, and there's a lot of those people that are coming that are setting up even so far this year, people that have never shown their personal collections before. We still have a few, you know, we always have our return comers. But that's the thing, you travel to a lot of these big shows, Collinsville, Springfield, you know, I don't know about the Kentucky Dam, but like last year at Collinsville show, I think there was 3 tables that had, guys with personal finds. Everybody else are all these guys just full of all these market pieces where they can't tell you the story of how that point was found. I mean, like a perfect example of someone that buys points, he mixes them in with his, was the guy we gave Best of Show to last year, which was Marty Brown. You can go back and watch last year's spring video of the show inside the building up there. And most all those points, if they're ones that Marty buys from people he knows, he can tell you the story about those points. To me, that makes a difference. You get them market pieces, it says, I don't know, let's just say Monroe County, Illinois, and a person's name, that's all that person that owns that artifact knows usually. I don't find that interesting. I mean, it's not to offend anybody, you know, whatsoever. And that is a fantastic building, but last year when there was some people that weren't able to make it because it was Easter weekend, yada yada yada, and by what was accounted for before we decided to advertise for this year, we already needed more tables because more people want to come. So I mean, we're artifact hunters too, we're outside people, you know, which that was great because of the windows, all the windows, perfect natural lighting. Most places with all that overhead lighting to view your artifacts, it's, I don't know, just natural lighting is so much better. You know, and then like a longtime show person, Steve Lee, you know, he said that was probably one of his more favorite shows because it's more personal. You know, you get to talk to the guy who's finding it, he can tell you anything you want to know about it, and I don't know, it's just a little bit more homier. And then see Dave Covington, who used to do all our spring shows, and he was set up last year at our spring show, and he passed away before our August show. And so Dave's always going to be highly missed, and you know, he was going to try and get me into the Lions Club building, but definitely without him it would be way too expensive. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, we don't rent this or just that. You have to rent the whole park here, the whole park. So, and then Richard's brother Twinkie, he'll be set up in here cooking. He cooked fantastic food. You had breakfast and lunch. And then see here, like in there, people had to fight for a place to sit down and eat. Out here you have those benches. Got this picnic table here. All these benches here. Actually, you can go sit up in the gazebo over there and eat. So it should be a pretty good show. They always are. And then if you want to see what kind of awards we give out, because that's another reason why we have to bump the tables up $5 per year, is because of those awards that we get. Well, they're not just little wood plaques. We go get marble engraved awards that just look fantastic. They're awesome awards. I would give anything to win an award at one of them, an award like that at a show. But that's the thing. Our show, we don't win awards. We're here to give them away. That's what I enjoy. And that's another thing too. You go watch that show, I probably get a consensus of 6 different people that I put my high respects to who should win what award. It's not a choice by just Richard or by me. We do a group consensus, so it's completely an unbiased thing, you know what I mean? So that's the plan. I won't make this video too long. Thanks for listening to me yak. Well, we got the river right here, and actually there's a creek down the road that's, I don't know, 5 minutes away. Runs through conservation property. Anybody's allowed to hunt it. And so, you know, you can fish, you can go rock hunt, whatever. Well, if you're interested in a table, there's the number. Again, Tuscumbia, Missouri, Riverside Park, River Road, HH, off Highway 52, Saturday, April 27th, 2019. Hope to see you there. Later.